So you gotta get your basic manual here. They use the smaller barrel key version. I actually like this better, just in case you get the world's most savvy thief that actually has the barrel key set for the larger type. At least he might not have that tool for the smaller. Hey, if he has all those tools to pick this thing, then you know what? Maybe he deserves what's ever inside. So basically, just getting your safe here. Now this bracket can be put on either side to mount any direction. Here's your little box full of screws and spacers. So what we're gonna do from here, I'm gonna mount it to this piece of wood over here. Then I'm gonna reprogram it, so I'm gonna show you how to do that, and then we'll get to testing it by biometric scanner. So let's get to it. All right, so I got the little plastic head down there. I mean, you know, what I want you to think of this as is a firearm dispenser. This is not a safe. It doesn't really have much attributes as a safe. You could probably just rip this right off its mount. You could probably use a flathead to just pry it open. But this is something to keep the firearms away from. You know, most children will have the ability to get in here. Technically speaking, you could probably buy the mini barrel key tools and get in here quite easily, or you can just get a coat hanger and just you could probe around here, hit the reset button, and then reprogram the biometric scanner. But I don't think there is no thief that I'm going to imagine on this planet is going to walk into a home and say, that's that RPNB 3111. Oh my goodness, I can just get a coat hanger, bro. Or hey, I've got the mini barrel key set tool. This is amazing. I carry all these tools on me when I break into homes. No, they're just going to use brute force to get into things. And you know what? This is not going to be in here. This is going to be in an actual safe. But this is just for dispensing it. This is about keeping a firearm closer to you and keeping it out of the hands of untrained children. That's what this is for. So what we're going to do, that's why it's important for me to test the biometric scanner to make sure that works well. It's important to make sure this thing opens up every time I test it. And those are going to be my tests going to be performing here in a second. So let's get to reprogramming. Alright, so let's reprogram this thing. Now what we're going to do is put this in silent mode by pressing down on the 1. There you go. Now we're in silent mode. Now, when you put the batteries in, the stock code is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's reprogram the number pad first. Just press this little button in here for 3 seconds. There we go. And now we're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1. And press the button 1 time. Alright, let's test that out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so let's go put in a fingerprint. Now, also with number pad from 4 to 8 digits max code on that. Now with the biometric scanner, you can hold up to 50 fingerprints. You can also keep putting in the same fingerprint over and over again. That's recommended to get the best performance out of this biometric scanner. So press down for 3 seconds. There you go. So you just put your finger in there once. There you go. Should be ready to go. There we go. So you can just keep putting the same fingerprints. Actually recommended to do to get the best performance out of these cheaper biometric scanners, and this should help to get the most out of it. As you can see, I don't know why it's doing that blue light, but let's just keep testing. Alright, so you can just keep doing this process to get the most performance out of your scanner, and I'll keep doing that. There we go. Maybe I'm going too fast after make sure that reset first. It's probably what's happening. Let's put another. I'm gonna put the tip of the finger in there. We're about to get to the biometric. Let's see if that helped any. I guess that's just as a preliminary hit there, so afterwards. So let's put a side finger. So that's why you want to go ahead, especially in a cheaper biometric safe like this, you're going to want to put a as many fingerprint angles as you can on these. Yeah, that's the preliminary hit there. And after that, it goes away. Alright, that's what that is. So yeah, you just want to go as many angles as you can think of, just in case. You never know how many. It also helps when you have a little bit of, say, sweat in your finger to have more as many fingerprints as you can get in there. So let's get over to testing the biometric scanner with the wet and powdered challenge. So let's get to it. Alright, before I do my powdered or wet finger test, I'd like to verify it with this safe here. This is a FBI certified biometric scanner safe, and let's go ahead and show you. I like to get it calibrated for the day, you know, just to make sure I'm in the right. There you go. You can see the moisture on the actual biometric scanner. So we're ready to go. Let's test how well the RPNB takes to water first. Then we'll do the powdered test. Here we go. Try it again. See if there's any moisture. Some there. Just reset it. Try again. That might have been my fault. Let's reset it. Didn't quite place it well there. That might have been me again. It's kind of hard to look at the camera and my finger. Here we go again. So it is kind of a sensitive to moisture type of sensor. It's probably obviously not the best quality sensor. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a failure. At best a marginal. It's obviously a cheaper sensor, so let's go ahead and do the powder test to see how well it handles that. Alright, so now we have the powder challenge here. I wasn't too hopeful on this biometric scanner, even though I was just doing the preliminary fingerprint scanning. Like anytime I would just barely go out of whack, it would cause an issue. I had a feeling this would be on the cheaper side for biometric scanners. But these tests are the extreme. They're just to show you exactly what you're getting, your levels of quality per se. So let's go ahead and do the powdered finger challenge test. Let's get the right amount. We'll start right about there. See how well that goes. I handle that well. Surprised actually. That's actually a decent amount. So let's go again. Well, it can handle the powdered challenge quite well. It just doesn't like the moisture test. So in all, I'll get a marginal score. It's actually kind of impressive with the powder test. You know, not too bad. I handled the powder pretty well. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised here. I mean, I'm going pretty hard in this powder. You don't understand how hard I'm going on this, and it is a powder champion. I'm kind of shocked. This is definitely handling that pretty well, honestly. So it likes the white powder. It definitely gets a. That's actually pretty impressive. In marginal scores there. I mean, overall, it's been performing fine. There's been no bugs. It always opens. You know, unless your kid's a lock picker or you're worried about, you know, very intelligent thieves that have a set of barrel key pickers, or they're gonna come into your home and realize they can stick a thing in there. I mean, unless you're worried about that, you know, don't buy this. Buy a Fort Knox or a V-Line, whatever, or Verify. If you want to spend some money, buy a Verify. So it's got to get a pass from us. I honestly think it's, for what it is, a gun dispenser. Besides the sticky stuff, I don't know what that sticky. It literally. At first, I was like, I pulled that airsoft Glock out. I was like, how the hell did I spill soda on my tip of my pistol? It came from this thing, and then I was like, why is my magazine sticky too? You know, and it's sticky in here and it's sticky in there. So that's something that's a little weird. Maybe that won't happen on all of them. So in the future, we're not done testing these safes. There's more tests to be done. This is a 600-pound fishing magnet. In some safes in the past, you can actually open with these types of magnets, and just make sure I can't pull anything open. Not too hopeful on these things, but I am more hopeful on this. This is a mold kit. See how surprised that guy's. I'm gonna make a mold of my finger with this material here, and then that's going to use this silly putty or this Play-Doh, and then we'll see if we'll be able to break in there those biometric scanners like that. So that's going to be in the future videos for all my biometric safes. So until next time.